What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're gonna be doing a Los Angeles Rams off-season realistic rebuild after they have either won the Super Bowl or they lost it. It just kind of depends on what order you see this. You might see the Bengals first if they lost, or you might see the Rams first because they lost. So regardless, we're recording this right before the Super Bowl, so let's go ahead and get into this. But before we go any further into the video, though, guys, if you could drop that like and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new here, be greatly appreciated. But obviously, the Los Angeles Rams basically went for it all. They grabbed Von Miller, grabbed Jalen Ramsey, they grabbed Stafford. There's a lot of guys they've acquired with a lot of draft picks. So it has paid off so far. I mean, they're in the damn Super Bowl. So as long as you win a championship, nothing matters, really. It does not matter what you give up. The ultimate goal is winning a Super Bowl. So hopefully the Rams will accomplish that with the amount of picks and stuff they gave up in order to build this roster. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guys we need to bring back in order to try to repeat that process of making it back to the Super Bowl. And of course, going further than potentially just obviously making the Super Bowl once and then not going ever again. So there are some guys here that we obviously want. I think Von Miller is the guy that could be back in Los Angeles. Odell has already expressed interest in coming back to the Rams. I don't know how much money it would cost, but there's quite a few guys here I do want to resign for sure. So we really don't need Sony Michel anymore with Cam Akers back and then Darrell Henderson. So I think Odell for sure will be back in LA. I just have a feeling he will be. Now his cost price is gonna be, I don't know, his cost is a little too steep though for my liking, so maybe we'll come back to that. Von Miller though, like I said, I don't really know how much money he would cost for the Rams, but this is the contract that he does want, so we'll give him a 3-year deal, and that's gonna be a lot of our cap space, but he's not interested in signing, which is fine, because low-key Von Miller is pretty expensive, not gonna lie. But we do want our nose tackle back in Sebastian Joseph Day, so bring him back, and he is back, so that's great. Darius Williams at 29 years old. Maybe we can look in the open market for something different if we don't get him back. I do want my O-line back as well, and Austin Corbett, if we could get him back, and he's back just like that. Keep the O-line. Matt Gay has been a great kicker for the Rams, so I'll go ahead and offer him a contract as well. He's back. All right. And then, like I said, Odell Beckham's the other guy. Like I said, I think he will be back with the Rams, technically. I just don't know how much. I mean, I don't know if the Rams would pay him like top wide receiver money like this. I just don't know if that's the case. And low-key, we really don't need him. If Odell was cheaper, I would 100% re-sign him, but he is just kind of expensive. Von Miller is going to cost me $20 million for franchise tagging him, which I'm not going to do. Honestly, I'd rather get Von Miller back than Odell Beckham because we have Robert Woods, we have Cooper Kupp, and we have Van Jefferson. So Odell has just been a great asset, obviously, to the team's Super Bowl run, but signing him for like a lot of money isn't the best thing for us, I think. So let's go take a look. Von Miller, of course, like I said, was a guy I did want to bring back to the Rams, but that would be like my only signing, it looks like. If we get Von Miller back, not a ton of other things we can do here. So it's going to be kind of tough on us. 95 total points, and we're going to beat his number one offer just by a smidge. Odell doesn't have any offers yet, so let's see if I can lowball him potentially. I don't know, man. Like I said, I wouldn't mind bringing him back, but he's not going to come back on this. Yeah, 0 total. Yeah, like literally he's not going to accept that. So let's just withdraw our offer on that. So, all right. And then I guess we can go ahead and take a look and see if there's like some other money that we can maybe cut away to see if we can free up some money here. That way you can maybe re-sign Odell if we need to. So let's go take a look. So savings wise, we have $23 million if you cut Stafford, but I'm not going to do that. And obviously there's a $4 million penalty for that. We could free $10 million by cutting Cooper Kupp, but why the hell would we do that? There's Robert Woods we could cut for $13 million. So I guess if we wanted to go away from Robert Woods and go to Odell Beckham, we could technically do that, but I don't know if the Rams would actually do something like that. Andrew Whitworth, I think, might actually end up retiring for the Rams, but in this game he did not. And then so yeah, not a ton of money. I mean, we got guys like Tristan Jackson down here. We could free up just a tiny bit of money, but other than that, Von Miller might be literally our only acquisition. So let's see if we get Von Miller. If we don't, then obviously we'll know if we can get Odell Beckham or not. So the good thing is we were able to bring back Von Miller, but we really don't have much money for anything else, to be honest with you. So there's a lot that we need to acquire. We have Leonard Floyd. Our defensive line isn't bad, and our cornerback room is kind of bad. Safeties are interesting. So we need a middle linebacker more than anything, 100%, and then an edge rusher wouldn't hurt, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So Odell is just not going to be someone I'm going to resign. We also need a center as well. So you have Darrell Henderson, you have Cam Akers, Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, Robert Woods. But we need to find a center for this team, and let's go ahead and see if we can find that potentially. So let's go check and see. And we got Von Miller coming back, like I said. So centers that we can sign for very cheap. We only have $4 million to our name. So, all right. Center position. Let's see if we can find it. Matt Paradis might be my only Austin Blythe. And we need one of these guys. So you know what? Matt here, if you want to come to this team for just a little bit of money, I would greatly appreciate it. And 55 total points. He's going to be interested just a little bit. So maybe we get him. We do need some kind of center. And then I think the rest is going to have to come through a trade. We might be able to trade one of our safeties for a middle linebacker, which is kind of what we need to do. So he did not accept yet. Let's see if, well, actually we'll wait. So I think I'm going to trade one of my safeties because we have depth there to get a middle linebacker here because we kind of need one. And if we get a center, that'd be great. And other than that, we'll be good there. So probably end up trading Taylor Burgess or Rob here for a middle linebacker because that's the biggest gaping hole. And we also need a corner. So there's a lot we need here, but not a ton of draft capital and not a ton of cap space either. So kind of in a little bit of a bind here. So we're making a trade with the Cleveland Browns in order to get ourselves another third-round pick in this upcoming draft and getting Anthony Walker to add to our middle linebacker core. So obviously everything else is going to have to come through the draft. We didn't get the center either. We did bring in a middle linebacker to kind of solve that problem. So one thing I for sure actually think I want to do is we need a center, obviously. And then defensively, we need to potentially get an edge rusher here as well. So middle linebacker core just looks a little bit better. We need a corner. There's just so much we need. We probably should have signed Darius Williams, to be honest, back. So center, edge rusher, and corner. Number one priorities in this draft for sure. So with no first round pick, our pick is going to be towards the end of the second round, obviously. So we're going to be getting all the scraps here. Can we get a good selection somehow, some way is the only question. So hopefully we can find a way to get a player that can immediately impact this Super Bowl, contending team. So got a left tackle. We need a center more than anything, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find that here. Haskell Garrett. We got Zach Harrison, Tyreek Smith. So any of these guys at the end of the line wouldn't actually be too bad. Jarrett Patterson might be a center we have to go for as well. I mean, we need some kind of center here. So we might go for Tyreek Smith to add to the end of the line, low key. So let's go ahead and see. So we got Zach Harrison or Tyreek Smith that I kind of want to add, or even Zion here. Not Zion Williamson to be confused, by the way, but just Zion. B hit power, B impact block, B injury, B pursuit. He actually doesn't look that bad, so we might take a look at him low key to add to the end of the line. We also need a corner. Then Zach Harrison or Tyreek Smith out of Ohio State. C finesse moves. Honestly, I think I might go for Zion here. He actually didn't look terrible, so we're going to add him to the end of the defensive line and hope that's going to be a good acquisition for us. So out of Washington, welcome to the Rams, my friend. He is a normal development speed rusher, so would have been great to get hidden development, but it is what it is. Now we're going to be going to our third round pick. I think we have 2 third rounders now, which is going to be great. Probably have one back to back in a way. Yeah, we have the very last one as well. So, all right, third round pick. We need a center. I think we might have to end up drafting a center if he's still available. Need a corner as well. So there's just a ton that we need. So center position. Take a look real quick. We got Ben Brown on the board. He's a day 3, and I know I've drafted him before. He's at 57 overall, so we might be in trouble. We might actually have to trade our third round pick for center. So maybe we use this pick on a corner for Thomason out of TCU. He's got D catching, doesn't look the greatest. B tackle, B block shedding. B tackle is great, but the catching concerns me, obviously. Taiwan Mullen, Avery Young. I mean, we need some kind of corner. So Tomlinson out of TCU. We're going to go ahead and draft him. And so far, we're getting just normal development corners or normal development players in this draft. And I think with our next pick, our third round pick, we 100% got to trade this pick. No doubt in my mind. I don't want to obviously sit here and not have a center in this next season. So let's go to our third pick in this draft. And let's see if we can find a way to snag a center somehow. So we're going to go to our third pick. And we're going to have to get like a relatively cheap one, obviously. So let's go take a look at what's around the league and see what we're able to grab. So we got Matt Paradis, who we almost got. They went to Cincinnati, or was it the big? Yeah, Cincinnati. So that'd been great to get him, but he decided not to. Lloyd Cushenberry, J.C. Treader, Ryan Jensen, Rodney Hudson. Like I said, he's got to be relatively cheap. So Ryan Kelly, Brian Allen, Jason Kelsey, even the Falcons, Matt Hennessy. I mean, we could just go for him technically. Third round pick, star development. Would they give me Matt Hennessy for a third rounder? They're so close to accepting it. You know what? I'm going to throw my 5th in here as well. And we're making this trade. We're getting ourselves a center. We needed it bad. So I'm happy with that. Let's come out of the draft now. Not going to be the greatest looking team in the world, but we tried to fill the needs as best as we could. So this is what the offense is going to look like. Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, Robert Woods. And like I said, I could very well see the Rams retaining Odell Beckham somehow on a pay cut or something like that. I don't know. We'll kind of see how that all unfolds, obviously, in the offseason. But this is what it looks like right now for the offense. And then the defense. You know, it's not the best looking defense. We got ourselves a young edge rusher. We did not really get that good of a corner, obviously. So we still have Long on the other side of Jalen Ramsey, which is great. We have Jalen Ramsey, but other than that, this team doesn't look the best. Not going to lie. It'll definitely be an interesting year. Not really sure what to expect. Obviously, we're hoping for the playoffs. The Rams team gave up a lot. And we still have a pretty good team. But in Madden, it doesn't look all that great. So we'll just see what happens here. Hopefully, Madden is able to give us a pretty decent, good simulation, and we somehow make the postseason still and continue to compete for Super Bowls with Matthew Stafford. So the good news is we actually ended up going 12-5 at the end of the season, and looks like we actually have the #1 seed. So we don't even have to play the wild card round, which is just fantastic. Getting a bye week is great, especially for a guy like Stafford, who obviously can just sit back and watch the other teams and just kind of see how to dissect their defenses. So let's go take a look at not the playoff schedule, not that. We don't want to look at that. We want to look at the stats real quick and kind of see how Stafford looked, kind of see how everybody looked here. So Stafford, offense was 4th in the NFL, which is great. And then taking a look at the defense, we were 2nd in the NFL, so that's a W. Matthew Stafford, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I assume Cam Akers was a beast. Yeah, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Henderson also had 12 touchdowns. Receiving, Cooper Kupp, 1,100. Van Jefferson with 1,100. And Robert Woods had 900. And Higbee with 800. So then looking at the defensive side of the ball, sacks-wise, Von Miller was worth all the money. He had 17 sacks in the season, 14.5 from Aaron Donald, 8.5 from Leonard Floyd, and then 3 from Anthony Walker, 3 from Sebastian Joseph Day. Interceptions, I had 5 from Jalen Ramsey, 3 from Taylor Rapp, and 2 from Jordan Fuller, and 2 from David Long Jr., and then 2 from Robert Rochelle. So was getting some play time at the cornerback position. And like I said, we got the bye week. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to play in the divisional round. And hopefully this ends up being a pretty easy, as we're playing the Minnesota Vikings. So this is a team I think we could easily beat. Kirk Cousins. I think we could get after Kirk Cousins here with our defensive line. So let's jump into this divisional round and let's go ahead and see if we can win at SoFi Stadium and go on to the NFC Championship. Look at our boy Matthew Stafford looking great as ever, like usual. This will be interesting for sure. Like I said, we're playing the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. SoFi Stadium is such a beautiful place as well. Can we go out and score immediately? No, we do not. 36-yard punt. I need Madden to do something for me, and it is 3-0. Okay. No one scored now. It's 7-3. 10-7. Stafford, I need you to be better than this. 14-10 W. And can we 17-10? That's a W. Okay, let's see if we can put up another touchdown before this is actually over. So we're on the 6-yard line, so we have to be kind of careful. And of course, I'm not a rushing quarterback, so I got to also be careful with not trying to go out of the pocket every 2 seconds. So I can't take a safety, but I do like what I see over here. I'm going to secure catch that with Robert Woods. That's the 30-yard line W. Plenty of protection, plenty of time in the pocket. So that was great protection, obviously. Did not get sacked in the end zone. We took our time there. Was kind of risky low-key, but it worked out. So let's see if we get Van Jefferson going up the seam here. Cooper Kupp might be there. I'm not going to take it, though. Maybe I just get a little bit of rush yards. Yeah, just 2 rushing yards with Stafford. 2nd and 8. Let's see if we can get on this next drive or this next play. Tight end draft. I think we can get Cooper Kupp here on an out route to potentially get out of bounds. I like how it looks. We're going to take it to him. And honestly, might keep it going just like that. 46-yard line. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's just take the short routes. Take what the defense is giving us, man. Sometimes I just want to go for the big bombs. That's not always the recipe for winning. Take Tyler Higbee underneath. Even Cooper Kupp potentially get open here. You know what? I like the way it looks. Cooper Kupp, please come down with this. Aggressive catch that, and it was just overthrown by a little bit. I thought Cooper Kupp was for sure about to burn Xavier Woods, man. I was literally just saying, like, be patient, and I didn't even take my own advice. I went for the long raw touchdown, but hey, it looked good to me. All right, 13-17, and can we... Okay, no touchdown, no scores yet. 13-24. Is that all she wrote? It is 16-24, so they could still tie it up, and we win 16-24. Almost threw the game away, maybe just a little bit by throwing that interception in the end zone. But like I said, I thought Cooper Kupp was for sure about to burn that safety. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for us. But hey, we're on to the NFC Championship. That's all that matters. So we are in the NFC Championship, and we don't have to play who you think we have to play. We're not playing Green Bay. We're not playing... I don't even know who else I was going to say. We're playing the New Orleans Saints. So we're not having to deal with the Green Bay Packers or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Instead, we're playing the Saints here in the NFC Championship. So this is another, winnable game as the Saints come out and almost score. But Aaron Donald is Ian Book actually starting. If we lose to Ian Book, I will never play this game again. 13-0. Thank you. Please, I don't even know how the Saints made it this far. If Ian Book is actually the guy that's starting at quarterback for The Saints, why are they even here? Because that just doesn't make any sense. It's 13-0 so far, 16-0. I mean, this could easily just be a bye week for us, low key. Pretty sure Ian Book is the guy starting for the Saints. I have to check after this, obviously. Set 19-0. Okay, I mean, it's not technically over yet. 7-26, 14-26. And actually, you know what? I'm a little nervous here. Let's make sure we take care of this football and not give the Saints the ball back, because I'm not losing Ian Book. I refuse. So we're just gonna run this football down the throat of the Saints. Can I go for it? Oh, okay. That should be game, low key, but I'm gonna just keep running the ball, and I think that should be it, honestly. Sean Payton, I don't know how you do it, but you had Ian Book for you starting all year, I assume, and this man led the Saints to the NFC Championship. Shout out to Sean Payton, man. I don't know how he does something like that. So after beating Ian Book in the New Orleans Saints, we are in the Super Bowl playing the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, man. Las Vegas versus Los Angeles. Let's get it, man. Let's see what's about to happen. It's in Arizona, it seems. So let's skip to this moment, and let's see if we can come out and score a touchdown. And no, we do not. All right, we got to stop, though. 7-0, not looking good. 7-7, we tie the ball game. Stafford, go out there and get yourself maybe your second Super Bowl, depending on if you actually won the one today, obviously. But it is 14-7, 17-7. Not looking good so far. 17-10. We're not done just yet. It is 20-10. And nope, not looking good still. Can we go out and score, please? 20-17. That's what we needed. And it looks like oh baby, this is my opportunity to go out there and shine and win this Super Bowl for Mr. Matthew Stafford. Let's go. Almost lost my words there, but you know what? I know I threw an interception earlier, but I promise you, we're about to run this football, and we're about to go score this, and we're about to win this Super Bowl real quick. Let me put some chew clock on. Let me make sure the Raiders do not even touch the ball again. I don't know why it does that, man. Like, why is it an option to put on chew clock if it's gonna like take you out of the game? All right, chew clock is on. Raiders do have all 3 timeouts. We're gonna run this football. And I get stuffed. Not good. Not an ideal thing, obviously, to see there. But 3rd and 6. It's fine. We can find Cooper Kupp and get a first down. It's not that hard. So let's get it. Let's see if we can find what's Cooper Kupp. Actually, Cooper Kupp. Well, we'll take Robert Woods underneath. He'll get a first down for me, right? Robert Woods. Just kidding. I'm gonna get sacked. I'm poverty. We're going for it. I don't care. I'm not punting the ball back to the Raiders. Not getting the ball back. This might be stupid. We're on our own 20. But I'm going for this. This is definitely not the thing you should do. But they have press coverage on Cooper Kupp. Give me press coverage on Cooper Kupp all day. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. You better catch this, Cooper Kupp. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 1:54 on the clock. That is what you call a big boy play right there. That is what I needed. All right, W. Now we can go ahead and go back to our original game plan and run this football. 4th and 16. That was risky business, but I'm good, man. 20-17. 1:15 left. Let's drain this clock even more. Raiders gonna have to start calling them timeouts soon. They're not doing it yet. Don't know why. 40 seconds left. I'm not gonna leave you any time to do anything. I'm gonna run this football one more time, and then I'm gonna call a timeout. And we're gonna get almost to the red zone. I'm gonna call a timeout now. 37 seconds left. All right, let's now start throwing the football and try to get to the end zone, obviously. So we're gonna need to use the out of bounds. We still have all 3 of our timeouts though, so that's not the biggest problem in the world. Maybe I can find Cooper Kupp on a slant here. Let's see if he can get open eventually. I think he might be there. Actually, B is there. Please catch this, Robert Woods. Thank you. And he got out of bounds on the 3-yard line. 20 seconds left. I'm actually going to let this go down to like 20. Robert Woods, big catch. That was kind of a risky throw. I'm not going to lie. I kind of came to that really late, but it worked out. I was a little nervous. Actually, a little nervous about that throw. We're going to have about 13 seconds left. Robert Woods, that was an insane catch. Thank you so much. 14 seconds left. I want to run the football, but I think that'd be kind of stupid. So let's just go to like a quick pass. I know this play never fails me. Tyler Higbee's about to catch the game-winning touchdown. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys are aware. We're about to win the Rams the Super Bowl real quick. Tyler Higbee, thank you very much. Play works every time. 12 seconds left on the clock. Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts, but there's no way they're coming down and scoring that quickly, please. Thank you. And just like that, we have won Stafford either his first Super Bowl or his second one, depending if they beat the Bengals. We don't know. We recorded this before. So, W, let's get it. Final, and this might have been the final video of the series. And we finally won a Super Bowl in this off-season realistic series. I will take it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy this series, man. We're on to some more longer, obviously long-term rebuilds. These have been the off-season rebuilds I wanted to get to and did every single team after they got eliminated in the postseason, or obviously were eliminated from playoff contention. So it was a W, man. This was a great series. Thank you guys for continued support. Let's go Los Angeles Rams. This is Crushables 2. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.